Greetings, everybody. Father Jim here. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday. It is the 23rd day of January. Hope you're staying warm in the cold weather, although it seems to be warming up this week. Well, today I'm just going to be reading from our first reading, and that comes from the Old Testament book of 2 Samuel, as we've been reading from that book, or both Samuel books, 1st and 2nd, since the beginning of ordinary time. So 2 Samuel chapter 6, beginning with verse 12. David went to bring up the ark of God from the house of Obed-Edom into the city of David amid festivities. As soon as the bearers of the ark of the Lord had advanced 6 steps, he sacrificed an ox and a fatling. Then David, girt with a linen apron, came dancing before the Lord with abandon, as he and all the house of Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord, with shouts of joy and to the sound of the horn. The ark of the Lord was brought in and set in its place within the tent David had pitched for it. Then David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And when he had finished making these offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of hosts. He then distributed among all the people, to each man and each woman in the entire of Israel, a loaf of bread, a cut of roast meat, and a raisin cake. With this, all the people left for their homes. Well, in this reading I just read to you, King David's going to the house of the Ark of the Covenant. Just before the verses we heard, the scriptures recount that David had seen the blessings that were bestowed on the household of Obed-Edom because of the presence of the Ark of the Lord. So he decides to bring the Ark back to the city of David, that is, Jerusalem. David and all the people are ecstatic at what they have witnessed, and David then comes dancing before the Lord with abandon. He makes a great feast. He rejoices. In this moment, David and his people epitomize what it means to be in relationship with the Lord, feeling absolute joy and freedom and blessing and love that is inherent in such a relationship. God is nothing but goodness, a constant outpouring of love, grace, and mercy. Yet how often do we truly abandon ourselves before him, letting go of all our cares and worries and simply bask in that perfect truth, beauty, and goodness that surrounds him? Too often as adults, we're not able to abandon ourselves to the Lord because we may be self-conscious and or too self-centered. It's hard to dance when our own thoughts crowd out the sacred music that surrounds us. When we deepen our relationship with God, we may lose something of ourselves, but we will gain something far greater and richer. We can find then the freedom to dance, to sing, and to rejoice in the Lord. Yes, the joy David felt as he danced with abandon is the same joy that is waiting for each of us each time we come to church and experience that intimacy, especially in the Eucharist, in all those sacraments. So I hope your Tuesday's going well as we continue to move through this week. Keep staying warm as we move through this winter time. And let's keep praying for one another because we certainly all need it as well. God bless you and take care.